Krishna is God. Krishna is Jehovah, Jah, Modimo, Mungu, Kulunkulu. So different names of the same person who's the source of everything and everyone. And that's what I was saying again. These two, and they're the big players in the world. They both they do a small disservice in the middle of doing a good service. In that they must be surrendered to God, and they must be through His messenger or prophet or son. But then they have this. If it's not like this, then God finished with you. And both, yes. And then now they create this thing now. The reality is that not everyone is attracted to in these two ways.
They are changing our father to my father.
Yes. To love God with all your heart, mind and soul.
Yeah.
That would be the
That
so
would
in
be,
Islam what would
that would be the essence of having a God to become. Having a God, you as a follower would love them with all of your heart and follow them.
Oh, yes, so you are saying you also feel like, yes, that's... Is that what also Islam is teaching?
Yes. It's universal across all religions. You would follow your leading God.
So it's something you know?
So,
no, it's yes.
Huh?
It's yes.
It's yes?
Yeah.
It's a yes.
It's a yes.
So, okay. So, this is open. So now, if I would say, based on this, then the goal of religion, if we're going to just call them religions, forgetting whatever they are called, lifestyle, spirituality, there's so many things we can call it. Let's say now, Bhakti, we say it's a religion, Christianity is a religion, Islam is a religion. We are all saying to love God with all your heart, mind and soul is the creme de la creme of result. So are we not then speaking of the same thing? Are we not desiring the same thing? Is the question? Questions?
This is the issue. They're gonna say which God.
No. They haven't got there. They'll do reverse. Some people do reverse.
Speak to your point on that earlier. Perhaps we're not explaining it like well.
No. Don't. Not that to make a case for Islam now. Now we went past that. Now we're harvesting the essence of what it is. We've said is this to love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. And we're saying all yes. So what's our problem? Exactly. Then again it gets to now we have to find difference again. No, but which God? Huh?
Like who does this?
Who's the God of Bhakti? Yes, that's a question.
Yeah.
Yes.
And where does it lead?
Yes.
Where does it come from? Who brought it down?
Sorry. So we tried to make some before, like let's define God. Sure. We all came to the creator of everything and everyone, heaven and earth, the all-powerful, all-knowing, all these things. We are saying this is God. Is that what we're saying? That if you have to define God, is He the all-powerful, all-merciful, the source of everything? Yes. And then I said also, this is discussing, same. Bhagavad Gita, that's who God is.
Me too. Where does it
So now,
like the cultural or
I'll give that
heritage.
part. I'll give that part. But what I'm working with now is that I'm trying to first start us at a unified place where we all agree, because the tendency is that we want the differences, and there'll definitely be many, because even although all of us are human, we all have differences. We're unique, and if you start going into the differences, then forget this human unity that we're humans. So the first unity is that we're all coming from God. There can only be one source of everyone and everything.
Yes.
Now the difficulty comes is that now, say it, tell them about
Which God?
Do we say which God?
Okay.
Okay.
Can I just answer?
But we just said that we just defined God.
We have.
Okay.
We've agreed.
Yes.
But can
So
I
now,
just
if you instead of saying which, we'll say what is the name that you call God with?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
that's where I was trying
These are
to
names of
come
God.
to.
And before we discuss, to say that God has,
I'm asking where.
yes, I'll get to
I'm
that.
sorry, I'm being impatient.
Yeah. I'll get to that because I'm trying not to take you to where you find the difference again and think now this is something else.
Okay,
It is.
can I?
No, it is there. No, it is there. But if it is the goal, according to this God, which he says one, is that we claim that he loves us and he wants us to unite and come back home. So we are more like looking for everyone to come home to this one God.
Okay.
So there's a unity in his desire, right? The differences are just byproduct that naturally we can't all be sitting in one part of earth. But our intention is to go to one part of creation with God. So, and this is the discussion that the religions are failing to have. They'd rather not have this one, which nullifies these special differences because this one comes from Middle East, that one comes from South America, that one comes from Mars. They'd rather capitalize on these. It's Arabic, this one is Xhosa, this is Sanskrit, this is Hindi. And neglect this point that I was raising again.
We're all spiritual beings.
Still, it doesn't change
Here's the thing.
what we are, where we all come from, and that we're not all getting Christian or Islam hunger or old age in Zulu or pain in French.
Here's where it comes
So
from.
these differences, they hide the most important essential truth, which is God, the one God. There's only one God who's unifying. But the fact that we're all of the same nature, spiritually. So when we run to differences, we lose the unity, which we're always touting unity in diversity. But when we come to the unity, no, forget that there's that unity. Now, who's your prophet? What language do you use? How come you people beat drums? How come you kneel? Why do you people only pray 5 times? We pray 10. That's the childish side, which we are all hanging on to, because then we feel unique and special somehow, because and then you get into the different religions. In Christianity, no, we do like this, and then again, more divisions. You get into Islam, no, we are Sunni, we are Shiite, we are this, we are this, again division. That is where we're held up. And love is
The uniting force.
Thank you very much.
Here's the
And
thing.
we are all agreeing that it is. But why are we resisting?
Here's the thing.
I don't think we're resisting. We're curious, and we want to have deeper understanding because we have understanding of our spiritual or religious.
Yes, I get that.
Background.
And I'm just saying now, we are unpacking and seeing that background is holding us back from an advanced understanding of what's going on, which we've just milked from this discussion.
But here's the thing. So
Okay.
But that also still,
I'm not.
not you're not saying.
Okay,
you're not saying.
in general
In
society.
In general, yeah.
here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the thing. We agree
Right.
that there's God, right?
But
Someone will come to you and says, "Boo,
But
what's the way to worship?" That's the
okay,
thing.
guys,
Yes.
can I try to answer you?
yes.
So if we read in Exodus,
It's okay, this guy can say it.
God says to Moses, "I am who I say I am." That leaves a room for a broad
That he can say many times.
God is. Exactly. So if I say God my provider, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
If you say God my healer, are you wrong? You're wrong. It's just how we define our God, because he said, "I am who I say I am." So if to me he's a provider, he's still God and he's my provider. To you say this is God my healer. He's still God, but to you have seen him healing you.
How God conscious are we becoming? Or are we just conscious of how we use the books and the things to smack each other over the head with? Or we sometimes do religious, interfaith, and we act sweet and nice, when inside we know, lava. Because they are not accepting how they are doing. I brought another universal. Each of these religions says that the name of God is very important. Say it from morning to sunset. It is like a shelter. There's no other way except of all the beautiful names, God has the most, say them. And then we came to a point that God has unlimited as He is, His unlimited qualities, unlimited names. So why would these unlimited names of God fail someone who says, I can experience that they are purifying me, they are giving me deeper faith and attachment to God? How am I now to come and say these names because the 99 of Allah are icon? If you are chanting them and you can experience Allah in chanting them, who am I to then say, no, because you're not chanting them as my book says, then they're not working?
Yeah, I think also another thing you just have to accept.
So it's like we can accept that people can follow different
We
paths.
mustn't think another person's religion is more superior to the other. I think that's where we should start. Because always when we come, I know this because I used to evangelize. Like whenever you see somebody who says, I don't believe God, or just have like a different religion, like, you're going to hell straight. In the mind, you're already like saying those things.
Straight.